So this is the food section of the site. If you click on the little plus symbol next to each food, that will expand. And you'll then be able to see all the information you put in about that particular food. So those are your tags, particularly nutritional tags. We've got colour codes on the right hand side there. And you can see whether or not the food is a staple, that's a main component of a meal, a filler, that's a second component, or a flavour. The little apple symbol also symbolises whether or not it is one of your 5 days. You can then hover over each of the colour codes to see what the colour codes stand for. You can hover over the E, the G and the H to find out what those letters stand for. You can also click on each of those tags and the search list will update with other foods that have been tagged with the same one. Again, you can then click on each of the colour codes and the search list will update with other foods that are under the same colour code. You can also search for any tags you might have put in by typing it into the search box. So, for example, here you can see I've put in iron and it's come up with all the foods that have a high iron content in them. You can then type flavour in, or filler or staple. Alternatively, if you click on the little options box on the right hand side there, you'll see you can select staple, filler or flavour, and you can select counts as one of our 5 fruit and veg a day, and the search list will update accordingly. On the right hand side, far back hand side of your screen, you'll see a little menu that expands that will say eat how often, goes well with, and how is it cooked. Expanding these list all of your colour codes that you have just seen underneath your food. You can click on any one of these options and the search list will update accordingly, but you do need to remember to actually clear the search box before you search again. Okay, so clicking on one of those colour codes, like I say, will update the search list. And if you are looking at goes well with, as in what does the food you're talking about go well with, let's say you want something with eggs, you can click on that with eggs yellow colour code there, and it will update the search list for everything you said goes with eggs. What about then if you need to grill something? Again, you can click on that little how is it cooked, and you can click on grilled and the search list will update. Alternatively, you can type that in, it should update as well. And then the same thing here, if you want to add a new food, just type it in, hit create, and you'll go to the section of the site here where you can add your food. Change the name if need be, select whether it's a staple, filler or flavour. Type in any tags. There are a lot of preset tags in the system, whereas you type them in and it's there, select it and the colour code will match it accordingly. You can of course add your own though, but you'll need to select a colour code each time you do it. You can also tick there whether or not it is one of your 5 fruit and veg a day. And then in the next section you can decide how often the food can be eaten, whether it's often, without concern, occasionally, or whether it doesn't really matter. Then in the how is it cooked section you can tell the system whether or not the food can be baked, boiled, grilled and so on.
Created using Powtoon.